right? Okay, good, we're live. Wait for it to show up at least. Alright, sweet. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. Today I want to go mining, cause, well, I should show you. I want to go mining today because I don't really have too many diamonds, or redstone, or lapis, but I think I'm especially in need of diamonds right now. Kind of comes back to the temples as to why I need diamonds, and redstone, and lapis. But, before we get into that, let's go over what I've done in the past 22 hours. So, I guess I'll start with what I've done recently. I spent this morning basically lighting up the rest of the fire quadrant. I've torched with everyone, everywhere. I think it took me a good, 90 minutes. But it was fine, I just listened to YouTube in the background. There are some dark areas. It's not as easy to notice now that it's turning day, but there are dark areas around here. But once I put the lava in, it'll be bright enough for mobs to not spawn. Also, did I put the link in? Okay, I did put the link in Discord. So I guess that really just leaves me to light up the ice quadrant, or the cold. I don't actually have a name for this. Am I going to call it the snow, or the cold, or the ice? Actually, no, the cold quadrant sounds much better. I'm probably going to forget to call it that. I did a little bit of AFKing. I noticed that the rates for the creeper farm weren't too good, because I used up all my gunpowder yesterday for the TNT. So I did some AFKing here yesterday. Didn't do anything overnight or anything, mostly because I would have missed me hitting the 600-hour mark. But the rates were low. The reason they were so low. Okay, if we come down here, I had to fill in most of this cave system area back here because there were a bunch of mobs just clustered together. I left a little tunnel here so I could continue to fill this in later if I got the time to. So, though I didn't really do much AFKing after I cleaned things up. This isn't how much gunpowder I got. I actually got 9 more stacks, but the rocket shop ran out yesterday. So I had to AFK to refill it. That's the main reason I AFK'd there, because I had a feeling that the rocket shop was going to run out of stock any day now, and if we didn't have any backup gunpowder, that wouldn't be too good. Also, I sold a conduit. Where is it? Oh, it's back here, isn't it? I sold a conduit to Marie for, I believe, 10 diamond blocks? Was it 10 diamonds? No, I think it was 10 diamond blocks. It was either 8, 10, or 12 that I sold it to her for, but I think she said that she'd give me 2 extra diamond blocks if I actually set up the conduit for her. So that was nice. Anyways, let's check them all profits and make sure we haven't run out of stock in the past 12 hours. Sea lanterns are good, iron is good, carrots are fine, redstone's good, rockets, thank goodness. Oh, 8 diamonds, that's not too bad. Now then, the reason I didn't go mining yesterday is because, again, Wednesday night, I lost everything. Again, I died and lost everything, including my beacon. However, I did already have one wither skeleton skull, and during yesterday's stream, I found another one, so I just decided I'll just go grinding in the nether, at a nether fortress for a little bit, and get some. Maybe it'll hopefully only take like a half an hour. It was like the 5th wither skeleton I killed, and I got one. So I was only there for like 5 minutes. So I went underground, killed the wither, and I made a beacon. And I went off into the distance and set everything up for today. There are a few things in my inventory here that I still want to bring over. Mostly fire resistance potions and torches. I think that's it. So, for the temple, I need 2 1/4 stacks of diamond blocks, including, and also 2 1/4 stacks of lapis blocks, 2 1/4 stacks of emerald blocks, and 2 1/4 stacks of redstone blocks. I already had the 2 1/4 stacks of redstone blocks. So, that's why we're going mining today. Here's my whiteboard. I wrote down the coordinates. We need to go to negative 550 by 910. So we should see the beacon beam soon, hopefully. Oh, I got haste. I set up the beacon last night. I was hoping I could just go to the beacon beam. Looks like I have to actually look and find it. This was actually a problem I had last season. There's like a beacon a bit further away, and I could never find it because it would take like 5 minutes for the beacon beam to actually show up. So negative 550. Oh, it's this direction. No, it's not. It's this direction. Oh, that's way too far. Okay, negative 550 by 910. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Now you decide to show up. Oh, this is so weird. Just being... Oh, this is weird. It's just like a really dark room with a bright beam of light. Alright. Let me put that down. I think 90 minutes is a good time to shoot for. No, I need these torches. I need this pickaxe. And let me get these chests. Let me clear out some more area. Oh, someone must have activated a trap horse. Should have grabbed more food before doing this. Well, if we run out, we'll be fine. We can always grab more. Let me put my Silk Touch pickaxe away. And then completely forget about it. And then when I need to mine something that I really... That was quick. And then when I really need to mine something that I can't afford to mine with, that I need Silk Touch, it'll just break. Also, this isn't really something needed for the temples, but I would like to get some coal. I don't really care about iron or gold, because I've got farms for both of those things. So far, this is going really well already, and I haven't even really gotten to the point where I've planned to start. Alright, let me set my spawn. Place down some chests. It's a crazy world, so we never know when we need to store things. let's make this little chest down here be the one to store our valuables. And so, put this coal ore in here. It's hot in my room today. Let's place down torches as we go. And, yeah, I mean, this isn't like anything special, but you know, sometimes it's important to have a relaxed stream. I was actually planning on doing mining for Wednesday's stream, this past Wednesday's stream, so 2 days ago, because I thought maybe I should just allocate Wednesdays to be like a chilled out stream, because the week before I just did sorting out my chests. Then I decided against it, because I wouldn't really want to, if I'm on a good streak with building my fire temple, I shouldn't just take a break. And I think that was a good call. Except I don't think it was a good call because I died after that stream. But it's not like I'd know. It's not like I knew I'd die, so I can't really, it would be fair to say that was the reason why I should have done it. Just would have made things easier if I had done it. Usually I wouldn't go about placing torches down, but when I did mining, I think it was like last week or the week before, because obviously with Optifine, I don't really need to place down torches, because as long as I hold one in my offhand, it'll still be, everything will be lit up. But then mobs started spawning everywhere, and that was less fun to deal with. Also, I used a Silk Touch pickaxe last time, which is fine, though I did end up having to repair it, I think, twice during the mining, 1 hour mining. And then after I finished, I placed down all of the ores that I had gathered, and then mined them with a fortune pick, and I think that took like a good 30 minutes. So that was just extra time. I think I'm trying to lowball it, because I genuinely feel like it took long. It took more like 45 minutes or an hour. Oh, you know why we finished so quickly? I have a full inventory. By that I mean it's full of torches and such. Now, I can easily remedy this problem. Hold on. I'll figure out how much to do. Let's do something like this. And we're not going to end up getting that much lapis. I think the thing we're going to get the most of is going to be redstone. Which is actually the one thing I don't really need that much of. To be honest, I'm really just in this for the diamonds and lapis. And coal. Hopefully doing that will save me some time. So yeah, once this stream we're 90 minutes into the live stream, we'll stop mining. Can't forget about torches. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of talking during this or not. And again, usually the reason why I'm not very talkative during a stream is because I'm either really focused on something, or it's because I don't really have anyone to talk to during the stream. Like, usually I'd prefer to just chat with the audience. Oh, there we go. So the good thing about using a fortune pick is that this will pretty much repair itself over time. Let's see, there we go. It's already fully repaired. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm starting to think that this isn't... that this really is a thunderstorm. Oh, well, I can't see anything. It's night, I think. Oh, no, it really is a thunderstorm. Okay. Well, I know an easy way to remedy the problem of me not being able to tell. Okay, that's lag. Oh, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, there you go. Now that I've broken that, the rain will come down here, and I'll be able to... I'll actually be able to hear it and listen. Is it lag? I love a good thunderstorm. Also, good news, I'm not near my villagers, so hopefully this means that none of my few villagers that I have left will turn into witches. Dang, that's loud. You'd think you wouldn't be able to hear that down here. No, it's just really, it's not scary, it's just really loud. Yeah, I love the rain, I love storms. I remember back in, like, April, because obviously April is known for being rainy. I just, whenever it rained, I grabbed an umbrella and I went outside and took a walk or whatever. Of course, now that it's August, we never get rain. So either we're gonna go full, so whichever comes first, we either mine for 90 minutes or we get fully out of the beacon radius. Whichever comes first, and then we'll go back and count our goods. What is that? Why? It's sound. What? The thunder shouldn't even be the thing that scares you. It should be the lightning that's scarier. Oh, there we go. Thunder is just vibrations in the air. Lightning is like electricity that can kill you. Thunder won't even... Thunder... Unless, like... I mean, I guess there... I mean, you can't say nothing. You can't say something won't kill you. I'm sure if you, like, attached... Like, if you were, like, up in the clouds while it was thundering and you attached, like, a megaphone and pointing the megaphone right at your ear, and then it thundered, then I'm sure that would kill you. And so, I'm sure someone would manage to find a way to make that kill you. And, like, once you're, like, 8 years old, you shouldn't be afraid of thunder anymore. Well, it won't! I don't understand why it's... Okay, did someone get a channeling... Can you get a channeling trident? And no one told me? Everything was silent. No, then everything was still. Absolutely still. that was getting annoying. Now I can't hear the blocks. Sleep. If there's a thunderstorm, you can just sleep. I could just sleep. Hang on. No, it's just annoying. Oh, no, it's someone's just slept. Oh, well, it's most likely, that's most likely the single player sleep. If you sleep, like, right before Minecraft says it's daytime, like, early morning, right as the sun's starting to rise again and you sleep, then it'll cycle through a day, it'll do a day cycle. Don't understand why it does that. I mean, I do, but it's stupid that it happens that way. Oh, torches, please. That's not a torch. I don't know what happened, but last night when once it was time for me to go to bed and I was laying down in bed, my left arm was hurting, and I don't understand why it was hurting. And it's starting to get sore again. I don't understand why my left arm is hurting. If any arm should be hurting, it should be my right arm, because it's the arm I use all the time. The only time I really use my left arm is, at least on a daily basis, is when playing Minecraft or typing. I don't understand why it hurts. Man, mining is dull. I mean, I'm not bored of it, but it's not very fun. Also, I should mention, next week, after next week, I'm going to be taking a week-long break from live streaming. Just figured I'd mention that. Also, I should mention that this upcoming Wednesday, I will not be live streaming. No, wait, I've got to compact this. Wait, no, why am I putting it in here? I need to compact it. Diamonds I won't compact. That way I can make it look like I've got more diamonds. I mean, what looks like more? 30 diamonds or... what looks like more? 27 diamonds or 3 diamond blocks? Yeah, they're the same, but... Also, it really bothers me that you need 9 diamonds to craft a diamond block, but 9 isn't a cube number. That just never sat right with me. I'll just really quickly break this. I used my silk touch pickaxe to clear out the area to make the beacon last night. So while we're here... Alright, let's compact this. Alright, sweet. This can go away. This can go away. Oh, there we go. Lapis. I mean, I'm not too concerned about getting diamonds per se, or mining for diamonds per se. I mean, I can, for the temple, I can just use diamonds that I make from the mall. Of course, it might not happen, like, instantly. But, yeah, I think the real item that I'm mining for that'll help out with the temples is lapis. And this isn't, again, related to the temples, but coal. Something I really need. Usually I just pay, like, someone a diamond block for a stack of coal blocks, which is pretty good, I'd say. I mean, maybe it's a bit cheap. Or maybe the amount I'm paying is a bit too low, but... I mean, at some point, everyone's gonna run out of coal blocks. That diamonds? Did I just miss that? Actually, it is kind of hard to miss when it's just a one-block hole. I'm like that guy in that meme where he's standing with his girlfriend, and then he turns around looking at another girl, and his girlfriend looks like angry. You guys know the one. I just missed that. I'm him now. I can tell I'm getting old because I don't know, I'm okay with memes, but like when I see people using memes, it's a bit awkward. Oh, I'm in my Discord server for my Minecraft server for all the veterans. I reluctantly added a memes channel only because I knew that if I didn't, everyone would post memes in general, and I didn't really fancy that. I'm running out of torches. Torts. It's a shame we can't just put an S after CH. That would be so much fun. Oh, false uploaded. It will be the third Hermitcraft episode I've watched today. XP Crafted popped up in my recommended this morning, and I'm like, well, here we go. Gonna subscribe to yet another Hermit. It was just him playing Escal's Treasure Island and then designing, I think, another tunnel. And then while I was watching that, I got a notification that Impulse uploaded, so I watched his video. Also, I wish I had tried to call it, but I didn't. Green did upload yesterday while I was talking, because I know during the stream I was mentioning, like, I feel like, maybe I didn't say I feel like he'll upload soon, but I knew it was only a matter of time. Well, to that I have to say, go. Oh, XB Crafted also played the Treasure Island. Well, to answer your question, why don't you just go and watch the episodes? Or watch the Hermitcraft recap. It's gonna be strange. I mean, watching the Hermitcraft recap this week. I mean, after knowing a bit more than I usually would know before watching the recap, and then it'll just be like re-seeing a lot of the things. Oh, and even in the title it even says False the Treasure Hunter, so you know that she played. It's also a shame, right? The Hermits have such good ideas for like mini games or shops or whatever. Well, no, not. Well, I can't. No, shops don't really include. I can't really include in this argument, but like games or just general ideas that I think are so good that I want to try them on this server, but then I'd just be afraid that it would seem like I'm copying them and trying to pass off their ideas as my own, but it's more like I just think those ideas are so good that I want to try those out. I feel like if I joined Hermitcraft, I'd have a hard time being creative. Like, yeah, I can design a base, but outside of that and redstone, and even then I'm not too creative with redstone. I think this season I haven't really done much of anything with redstone yet, or farm building. No, actually I've done a bit with farm building, but like redstone itself I haven't really done much. I think as the seasons have gone on, I've done less farms in redstone. Is that true? Oh no, I think season 2 I did it. I think I made a bunch of farms in season 2. But as far as redstone goes, it's not looking too hot. I think season 1, my season 1 base had like the most redstone out of any of my bases. Oh, of course it did. It had to, because season 2 base was just a cone and that was it. It was just a cone with many floors, but I only ever ended up using one floor. Couldn't even decorate it, which was a shame. The least I wanted to do was at least try to decorate each floor, even if I wasn't going to use every floor. It's kind of how it's going to go this season. Well, no, it's not. I want to decorate. I'm going to make a bunch of floors this season. The thing is, I don't know whether to refer to the Gold Temple as my base, or refer to all the temples and the island as a whole as my base. the gold temple itself, it'll have multiple floors, and I think those will kind of get used. At least the storage system, the floor that I put the storage system on, will get used, and I'm gonna allocate another floor to be used quite often. Just gonna put all my villagers there. I did allocate some of the lower floors of the gold temple to be like farms, but that's kind of not going to happen because I've found that it's a lot better to just build the farms around my island instead. Because also it makes my island look a bit more active or alive. Makes it look like things are there. That's kind of what I think I want to do this season is, if not terraforming, like the island itself, then I'd like to fill up the island with farms. So I don't really want too much empty space. I didn't just claim a giant island for me to then not use it, or to not use much of the space. Cool. We're only like 35 minutes into the stream. We still got like 55 minutes left of mining. I was going to do an hour, and where the first hour would be me just mining, but that would be me using a Silk Touch pickaxe, and then the other half of the stream I'd just place everything down and mine it with Fortune. But when I discovered that this was probably a much better idea, I decided, well then I'll just allocate 1.5 hours to doing it like this. Yeesh, I remember when I first, or around the time when I first started playing, where's the lapis? I thought I saw lapis. Just redstone. In fact, how much coal have I missed? Like, I know, subconsciously I try to avoid coal. Anyways, there were like rumors that lapis was actually harder to find, lapis ore was harder to find than diamond ore. And you know, now that I've been down here a little bit, it's kind of starting to believe that. I mean, yeah, I get more lapis, but that's because there's more lapis per ore, or you get more lapis per ore that you mine than you do diamonds. I should mine up a little bit. So much potential up here. Maybe not, I don't see anything. Also, I think it's good that I'm going to be taking a break regardless, week after this upcoming week. Because I've noticed, especially throughout this week, I've kind of not been doing much playing off stream. I think I might be getting just a little bit bored, which is, you know, fair. So I think it's good that I'll be taking a week off. Of course, I'm going to try and at least AFK at some of my farms, but actually doing things, I'm going to be taking a break. That way I can get a few fresh ideas and get fresh motivation. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate doing this. It's just, I feel like the only time I really make significant progress is when I'm live streaming, which is kind of the way I've designed it to be this season. Because obviously I'm not going to make, it'd be bad to do a live stream where I'm just, I guess, grinding or whatever. Well, I guess that's what this live stream is. But I've been trying to make it so every live stream is fun and I'm doing something exciting and fun. The truth is, there's not always something exciting and fun going on. I mean, I remember, at least from my first 10 streams, I think it was, no, the first 9 streams, I think it was, I was just doing grindy stuff, like, the one where I think it was like, I titled it Sand and Narration. I didn't even start titling my live streams until live stream 10, I think. Of this season, I should say. Stream 10 of this season. At which point I then had to skim through all the other streams I did this season and try and find a title for them. Also, you can tell that the titles for the first, like, 9 or 10, no, first 9 streams were not that good. I mean, this is live stream 39. That's almost 39 consecutive days, not counting weekends, of me just live streaming all summer. So yeah, I mean, I was planning on I think I've been planning on this not streaming for the first full week of September. For a little bit, I've been planning that. Because I figured I'd probably get burnt out around now. I mean, I'm not tired of streaming by any means. I enjoy live streaming, and I don't know, just especially with everyone being home, I think we kind of need to provide as much people need to provide as much entertainment to others as we can. I mean, I'm not by any means trying to call myself an entertaining person, but I hope at least I'm making a few people happy. I hope that doesn't sound wrong. You know, if I think that sounds wrong, it probably is. Yeah. Also, VanillaSurvival. I don't remember the last time I've actually, at least in the past month, I don't think I've joined a player server just for the sake of playing there. I think the last player server that wasn't mine that I went on was when I heard news that someone had tried to copy my player server, and I checked out that one to see what was going on. This was like, I don't know if this was a month ago or less, but someone just made a player server titled VanillaSurvival 2. It was whitelisted at the time. I can't wait for the day when there are enough veterans and regulars that I can just whitelist the server and remove a lot of these anti-grief plugins. Because the only thing keeping this server from being truly vanilla is the fact that I don't trust people not to grief, and with good reason. Again, if there's one plugin I really miss, it's Essentials. Not because of like teleport or anything, but because IP banning is a lot easier. You know, finding out about players that I thought were suspicious. Finding out about them was a lot easier. It made it easier to IP ban people or just like look up to see if this person had any alts, because Essentials would tell you like, this is this person's IP. This IP has logged onto this server on this account name before. So yeah. And also when it came to if we didn't have Essentials last season, it would have been impossible, I think, to ban and IP ban a lot of the people, or re-IP ban a lot of the people from last season to this season, because I think I'm pretty much making it so the bans carry over from season to season. I mean, unless you, like, maybe if you spammed, I'll give you I'll remove your ban this season. But, like, hackers and people who harass others, I ban them. Their bans carry on. Oh, didn't mean to drop you. 1Y11, is that right? I'm afraid I'm going to jinx something by saying this, but I'm a bit surprised we haven't fallen into lava yet. I haven't even been paying attention to, like, how much I've gotten. Man, time and talking are weird. I've just been talking this whole time. How am I able to, like, mine and talk at the same time if I'm not even, like, really paying attention? Like, I remember when I was back in 1st grade and I'd play, like, Mario Kart, I could have a conversation with someone, and I'd be facing the television, but, like, there would be, like, you know how if you're talking to someone, pictures of what you're talking about in your mind will kind of play out, or whatever? It's kind of like that. How am I able to do both at the same time? Humans are incredible. Or the human mind is, at least. Well, actually, I don't know why, because the human mind controls humans, so I can't really call I can't call humans bad if I'm calling the human brain interesting. Or incredible. Whatever adjective I used. Oh, there we go. Knew it was only a matter of time. I should have brought a water bucket with me. That would have made life a lot easier. What I might just end up doing is, at some point, bringing all my buckets over here. Oh, I need to... let me torch up this place. But I think at some point I can just bring my buckets over here and work on... Fill up a bunch of buckets for the lava river. I've really been slacking on that lately. Well, then again, I haven't really been playing outside of streams very much lately either. Oh, hello. go. That's 56 diamonds. That's impressive. Not what I meant to do. Well, we're not doing too well on Lapis. Fortunately, I wasn't expecting us to do very well on Lapis. Sometimes you just gotta set your expectations low. That way, if something really good happens, you can be extremely happy about it. And if something bad ends up really does happen, then, well, we're already expecting it to be bad, so. At least that's how I look at it. It's not very loud. Oh, well, now that it's not storming, we can turn that back up. I think there's like 44 lapis blocks at my base. I mean, I don't know if you noticed during yesterday's streams, but I put a chest on on the top of each temple. That's where I'm gonna each chest is where I'm gonna leave each block type, or each rare I say where the first time, I felt like I said where. Each rare ore block thing. I think I've already mentioned this, but well, at the beginning of the stream I mentioned that which blocks that I wanted to use for the temples, but I didn't say which blocks go to which temples, I think. So basically, before I can start constructing the gold temple, I have to build crystals, which will allow me. The moment I turn up, or the moment after I turn up weather volume again, it starts storming. And if I need to build crystals above each temple before I can start constructing the gold temple. So, the earth temple gets an emerald crystal, the water temple gets a lapis crystal, the fire temple gets the redstone crystal, and the ice temple gets a diamond crystal. Just because mainly because those colors look similar to that of the temple. Also, I think what I'm just gonna do for the ice temple is just pay people to get the resources for me. I just can't. I can't be bothered. I got 3 shulker boxes full of packed ice. It wasn't very fun, and I know the grindy tasks aren't supposed to be fun. But it doesn't mean I can't shift that workload onto someone else for payments. which is what I'm probably gonna do. It'll just delay, it'll only slightly delay, construction of the gold temple. I haven't and also, well, that end also, I really haven't been AFKing at my gold farm this week. Probably not going to AFK at my gold farm tonight either, because, and maybe, if I end up AFKing at my gunpowder farm throughout today, then there's a chance I might AFK at my gold farm tonight, because I really don't want to miss me hitting 600 hours. Basically, I want to capture every 100 hours, and then once I hit 1,000, I'll do every 500 hours. Kind of thought I don't think I've seen anyone with, like, an actual base yet on the server, aside from myself. Like, yeah, people have houses, but no one really has even, like, from what I've seen, started, like, the foundations of a base. I think the closest I've seen to foundations of a base are Tiger's. Tiger flattened out a giant hill near his giant house. And Chicken's, I don't know what he's doing, but he's been placing a bunch of blocks. Also, before the stream ends, I do want to quickly go to the Nether and grab some warped vines. You'll see why later. I mean, I can actually probably just say it. So, in the Fire Temple, of course I'm going to have a hanging portal, like a hanging portal platform for my portal. I wanted to, for the Fire Temple, I wanted to use, like, red vines, or those crimson vines, to hold it up, but for whatever reason, crimson vines won't touch the floor. So that made me a bit sad. Though I watched in XB Crafted video, apparently warped vines do touch the ground. And while I can't use that really for the Fire Temple, I think it would look pretty cool and unique in the Water Temple. So, because I kind of would like each hanging portal to be held up by, like, a different material. Like, the Earth Temple has chains, obviously. The Water Temple right now also has chains. The Fire Temple, I'm gonna, like, use, like, these weird nether brick wall, nether brick wall and nether brick fences to hold it up. I think for the Ice Temple, I'll probably do some sort of, like, crystal magic. I think the Ice Temple is just gonna have a bunch of, like, ice crystals in it. Not to be confused with the diamond crystal that's gonna go above it. I don't have any. This is my problem. That's not good either. Okay. And what I could do, much like last season to fund the roadways in the spawn area of last season, I could just charge lapis blocks for stuff. That could work, actually. And I wouldn't be for very long, because obviously I think the only thing I really charge for lapis blocks would probably just be the fireworks, because they sell out the quickest. But I'd probably only need to restock that twice before I'll have enough. If I get what? No, I'd get double that. I'd get 54 per single chest, 54 lapis blocks. Because I'm going to say 1 diamond is worth 1 lapis block. So hopefully that'll work. I don't recall how many lapis blocks I have from mining so far. But I'm pretty sure I have 40-something, again, back at my base. gotta be careful now. Alright, well, not a full hour of mining, but it's almost a full hour of mining. Let me eat. Sweet. Oh, there we go, lapis. I've also been thinking, oh, that's a slime chunk. Oh, this is a slime chunk back here. I really haven't been AFKing at my slime farm very much. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't been AFKing there very much. I haven't been AFKing at my slime farm at all. I think at some point soon I need to build an AFK pool there. And then I'll be able to start selling slime blocks at the mall. So I get a feeling those... Actually, they might not sell very well. I'm sure that they will sell pretty decently. I think they'll sell like the golden carrots this season do. I don't end up having to... I think I've only ever had to restock the golden carrots twice so far. I don't think they'll sell like rockets. It's funny, usually people say, this stuff will sell like hotcakes or whatever, but now I can say that they'll... Now I can compare the sales to like other items I sell, which I think is pretty funny. I think those are the only two things I've ever had to restock. Carrots and rockets. I don't know how well the redstone is selling, or the iron, or the sea lanterns, or the weather roses are selling. But I'm hoping that they're selling at least somewhat decently. In fact, I can just check after this, after we go mining and go get some more finds. Actually, I think we only really need one warped vine and some bone meal. I think I might have a warped vine laying around in one of my chests. Alright, this isn't a ridiculous amount of coal, but it's still pretty good. I do not like that that's on its side. Well, I had a thought yet. I think this was last night, or in a dream, or in the dream I had last night, but I dreamt that placing a torch on the wall like this would just be a vertical torch, but rotated 90 degrees. So it would be like sticking out of the wall, rather than just hanging from the wall. Like if you look at this torch right here, but turn your head 90 degrees as if this were a wall, you'd be able, I think you guys get the picture. I think that would be hilarious. Like, for an April Fool's date. For an April Fool's update, Minecraft should just release cursed Minecraft. Like, it'll be whatever main version it's running on, like 1.16 or 1.17 if 1.17 is out by then. But basically just make everything weird. Torches, when placed on walls, will just stick out. And all the other cursed features, which are you can easily obtain by modifying textures or whatever. Like, obviously not like adding or anything or removing anything. Kind of like how the 3D shareware update. I think that was I played that. Is that 2019's April Fool's joke? Well, what version were we on in April 2019? I think that was just 1.13. Yeah, it was 1.13. I can't remember if 1.14 was out yet. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it was 1.13. It's just 1.13, but everything looked different. Like if you loaded up a world with that, it was cross-compatible with 1.13. How are we doing so far on the mining? How much have we cleared? Oh, we've cleared out a pretty good bit. We haven't cleared out any of this near the beacon. Also, do any of you guys watch Infinity Train? The final 2 episodes of Book 3 released yesterday, and they were dark. That's all I'm gonna say. I remember watching the Hermitcraft recap for this past week, and I just saw like a little message from his voice saying that he watches. Well, he didn't say I watch Infinity Train, but he said that something along the lines of I'm really enjoying Infinity Train right now. Or, oh yeah. I mean, I was expecting what ended up happening in the finale to happen. I just wasn't expecting it to happen the way it happened. Also, kind of, I will say this, the way that the numbers went up and down just really quickly, it didn't seem right for the numbers to be able to go up and down so quickly. Though I do have, like, my own theories about why the numbers were able to go up and down so quickly for Grace and Simon. It was like a cliffhanger. It wasn't. Also, you don't have to flash message. You can use the YouTube chat. It wasn't a cliffhanger. There weren't any stakes. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, everything has changed and we're not. You can pretty much piece together what happened after in the last episode. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to see, at the end, you know, to see what happened after, but you can kind of piece together what happened after. I will say though, seeing the finale though, it begged the question, what exactly happens? Yeah, that's the thing I really didn't like about it. Is that the fact we never got to really find out Simon's backstory. Like, why was he on the train in the first place? Because, again, the way he acted in books, in episodes 9 and 10, especially episode 10, just seemed way too... I mean, if what we've heard about Simon and Grace is true, then the way he just acted, I don't want to, like, spoil anything. I want to at least wait a week, even if there aren't really anyone else watching the stream right now. It just felt kind of out of place. It's not like I could feel... It's not like I could... It wasn't easy for me to understand his actions, because it's not like we had any background. I think with background, it would make it think... Because, you know, like, in the first 8 episodes, and in the mall car from book 2, you know he acted like a jerk, but, like, why? Like, people could chalk it up to, oh, he must have a really bad past, and something bad happened to him, or people would not feel sympathetic for him, because, oh, this guy's just a jerk for the sake of being a jerk. Well, without his backstory, we can't really know if we should be feeling at least a little bit of sympathy for him or not. Which is the main thing that really made it just awkward. Well, again, don't spoil anything. I feel like if we found out why Simon was on the train, we'd have a lot more context. So, from what I've heard and what has been going on the internet, we've basically found out that there probably, for the time being, is not going to be a book 4. It's like how book 3 was. There wasn't... Book 3 was having a hard time getting greenlit or something, because there wasn't, like, enough, apparently, I guess HBO or Cartoon Network, I don't know what was going on between those times, but, there's no reason for us to make a new season, or a new book, because, well, not enough people like this show. At least that's what the suits at the companies were saying. And I guess, and it makes sense that that is an efficient way to run a business, I believe. Even if it's, you know, not what everyone wants. I mean, when have businesses cared about what people want and failed because of it? It doesn't happen too often these days. But my theory is that we will follow so between books 1 and 2, we followed a character that we met in the previous book. In book 1, we followed, or at least one of the main characters, Lake. In book 1, she appeared, and yeah, she was a pretty significant character in one of the episodes from book 1. And she was the main person in book 2, one of the main characters of book 2. And in book 3, the 8th Grace and Simon, though I feel like the main character was Grace this season. I'll get into why later. Well, we met Grace for, I think, 1 or maybe it was 2 episodes, actually, in book 2, but she wasn't, like, that significant in book 2, but she was someone we met, and then we started following them in book 3. So I feel like we'd go on the same pattern. We'd follow someone who we met in book 3, but for book 4. There's only a few candidates that I think could work for book 4. Amelia would probably be a good candidate. So I feel like because apparently there were only going to be 8, or the creator only wanted there to be 8 books, because 8 looks like infinity but turned on its side, which makes sense. So I was kind of hoping that book 8 would be Amelia, but at the same time it would make sense if, at least following the pattern that I've noticed, Amelia or Hazel. So if we followed Hazel, I'm pretty sure we'd follow Amelia regardless. I think there was another candidate I had. I can't remember. Oh, I think the cat. I think the cat needs to just have its own... The cat is, I think, my favorite character on Infinity Train. Amelia being my second favorite character. And my favorite protagonist that we've had so far, I'd have to say, is, I think, Tulip. Also, the reason why I think I can say that Book 3's the main character it was following was Grace is because... Oh, well, actually, I can't say it without spoiling anything. So, never mind. But after seeing the finale, I did have one other question. What happens, like, if a number gets so high there isn't any more room on the body left? Will it, like, overflow to 0, like how in real math works? Because, again, the train is heavily based off of math and coding. And in math and coding, if a number gets way too high, it'll overflow to be 0 or whatever. Or will it, like, glitch out and, like, it die? Oh, that would be dark. That would make sense. That's not something I considered. But, like, what would happen if there... Or one of the cool things I think could happen is, like, the text, like, the numbers would, like, glitch out and, like, go over... Or, like, print off of your body. Like, take your hand and then, like, an inch off of it, there'd be just a number floating in midair, and when you moved your hand, it would move up and down, like some sort of, like, glitchy video game thing. I forgot what the third thing... Or would it, like... Would the text, like, go over the other text, and then you'd have just weird stuff? It would just look like weird random characters. And then you just have, like, a solid green person. Oh wow, we're almost done, and this pickaxe is almost done. Hopefully I don't end up having to repair this. What I might just... What I could just do is just cut this a bit short. I mean, call it 80 minutes instead of 90. And give us a bit of time to gather, assuming I don't already have any warp finds at all. Give me a good, quick chance to run over to the Nether and find some and grab some. I really do hope there's a book 4. I mean, now that I'm turning 17 soon. I can't really get into new cartoons. I mean, some of them I've been tempted to want to try to get into, but it just feels like, oh, you're an adult now. You're not allowed to get into new old cartoons. So I think it's fair for me to, like, still be okay, like, still be allowed to watch the cartoons I grew up with watching. Like, no, I don't. I've heard great things about it, but I don't. I've been tempted to try it, but no. Is my inventory full when I decided to do this? Why did I decide to do this? I feel like my inventory wasn't full. Maybe it was. But no, So I just have to kind of stick with the cartoons I have. I mean, some of you guys probably know that I watched Steven Universe. It was a great show. I remember being with it since pretty much the beginning. It was like the first story cartoon I ever watched. But I just feel like I'm not allowed to get into new cartoons without, you know, people being like, act your own age. But it's so, because you never hear, like, an adult watching something like Charlie Brown get told, act your own age. Charlie Brown is, like, heavily celebrated for no matter what age. I mean, you don't hear, like, a 4-year-old come to school and talking about, or at least these days, you don't hear a 4-year-old coming to school talking about, have you guys seen the new Charlie Brown thing? I don't know if they, again, because it's, I don't know if they did episodes or movies or some combination of the two. I just know that I was most often seeing the Thanksgiving special, the Halloween specials, and the Christmas special. I mean, I think Charlie Brown's pretty cool, the show. But yeah, I think Infinity Train was the last cartoon I was really allowed to get into. I think around 2018 I was too old to start being able to get into new cartoons. And I know Infinity Train released in 2019, like about a year ago. But the pilot actually, I mean, the Infinity Train's pilot is like its own success story. Remember seeing it like early 2017, and I remember really liking it and being invested. Like, it's crazy how just some random snippet of like, you take the middle of a story with no context, and it'll still do surprisingly well. That was insane. Like, if someone started telling you a story, but you only started listening, like, during the middle for, like, 7 minutes, you wouldn't really care too much. Somehow it was able to make everyone care. So I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or what, but I think that a lot of today's new cartoons just look terrible. And that they are terrible. But that might just be because I'm getting old and cynical. This pickaxe still has some durability. I think we might be able to just squeeze out 90 minutes of mining. Oh, something else I want to quickly mention about episode 10 of book 3. I remember watching it and listening to the music in the beginning, and I was like, I want to listen to the music that was in the beginning of episode 10. I don't know why, like, what about it was. Also, I remember, again, me being a Steven Universe fan, I remember hearing Kimberly Brooks in episode 9, her voice actor, or Jasper's voice actor, and I was just like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's always like a weird but cool feeling when you recognize a voice from something you love and hear it somewhere else. That was one of those moments. Although this isn't making any of you sick, sometimes I like, if I'm kind of mine like 2 blocks up, I'll like gently move my mouse up and down like this. We're approaching the 90-minute mark. We got like a minute and a half left. Oh, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Also, if any of you guys want to come down here and collect all this iron ore or gold, the coordinates are -5... Wait, I can just go by the clipboard. -550 by 910, for any of you guys who are interested. Oh, that keyboard. Okay, there we go. My keyboard stopped working for a second there. That was weird. Alright, anything else I missed? Aside from, I think there was redstone above the lava. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Well, looks like it. Alright. Let me put... I guess I really didn't need these chests. I thought I'd be collecting stone, but I was wrong. Alright, making sure, because I knew there was... Oh, that's the double chest that had all my stuff. Let me turn this all into blocks. Alright. Pack up. Let me switch out my picks. I can make a second trip to grab all this stuff. I'll come back to this stuff later. What we really care about is these riches. Whoa, that wasn't fun. Alright, we need to head this way, I think. Yeah, here we go, the beautiful ocean. I miss having Riptide. I have a trait and they can put Riptide on it. I just haven't bothered. So let me put food right there. Alright, let me quickly stop up here. Oh, we just need... Oh, that's annoying. We just need 18 more lapis blocks. I'm pretty sure this is filled with redstone blocks, but just to make sure. Yeah, okay, this is all the redstone we need. I can easily obtain emeralds from villagers, especially now that I've got a pumpkin and melon farm. Is that a wandering trader? I sold a conduit yesterday. This guy has... Let me sleep first. Can't get too out of myself. If that guy has Nautilus shells, that'll be great, because I think I may have not charged enough for the conduit I sold. Alright, Alright, first of all, how many diamond blocks is this that we've got? 8 diamond blocks. Plus, I think that makes 13? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, and I have diamond ore that I got the other day while I was mining for ice. There's the ravine. Ravines are like underwater ravines are really good for diamonds, I think. Well, this is annoying. I really gotta do a better job of managing my chests. I'm too rich. Don't you just hate it when you have too much money? Alright, let's put that away and that away. Did I just hit this caps lock? I didn't. Alright, let me quickly make sure I don't have any... I do, thank goodness. Can you just place this on any old surface? You can. Alright, I need... Luckily, thanks to the fact that something's wrong with my farm, or my creeper farm, sometimes skeletons will spawn. Why am I getting an FPS drop all of a sudden? Let me bone meal this. Right? Seriously trying to eat? Oh, do I have to bone meal the highest block? Oh, that's annoying. Why did it only give me 6? There were more than 6. That's also really annoying. No, I didn't want a beautiful grassy garden. I want vines. Maybe if I just do that. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, and I know I could probably just place these down. Pick one of each down, and they'll grow. So that's probably what I will do. Well, that's weird. Look at this. It's glitched. No, it's not. Is it? Oh no, this is glitched. What the hell? Or is it? This one isn't like that. That's weird. They're like only like a certain % chance it'll drop. What if I do that? What if I use Silk Touch? Well, that's definitely more than enough. Alright, this guy. I should have grabbed emeralds. Do you have Nautilus shells? You don't. Of course you don't. I should also have grabbed... Let me grab some blocks real quick. So I can break the chains. Oh, why am I getting lag? Oh. Let me try this. I'll do. And up. So we want vines here. We want one here. We want one here. 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 And here. I think we can... Oh, we can even climb up these. Oh, you know what I could just do? Oh, no, damn it. Would actually even... Oh, I could just climb this. Oh, this would make life so much easier. Oh, there's one more. Alright, let me quickly grab some more bone meal after I do that. Alright, how does this look? This looks pretty cool. I wasn't too sure because, of course, you don't really see these in the oceans, but it looks pretty alright. Alright, let's quickly grab some bone meal and do that, and then I'll put lapis blocks in the item sorter at the mall, and I think we can call that a stream. Alright, bone meal. Sweet. 6 more to go. I kind of want each one of these hanging things to be unique. If not in shape. It's like each one of these things is just a circle. Now look at this, it touches the... I don't like... Why is it not aligned? Well, these two... Oh no, they're not. Their sword's broken. This one... Oh no, that one's had a break in it too. Why do these things have breaks in them? If I relog, will it be fixed? It better be fixed if I relog. I think if I relogged, I'd probably, knowing my luck, I'd get told to restart my game. Alright, sweet. Up. There we go. How many more? 3. Have I been picking up all the chains? I feel like I haven't. Let's hope I have. Wait, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can this be fit into 5x plus 3? No, it can't. I've missed chains. That's not good. Let me see if I can't find them. They're probably on the ground. Alright, well that's annoying. I think I've lost some chains. Well, that wasn't fun. I need more food, too. Alright, last one. Alright, that's looking a lot better. These kind of do look aquatic. Yeah. Will relogging fix it? Let's fix the fact that... I called it! I went against my better judgment, and well, I'm not making you guys have to sit through that. I'm just gonna end the stream here then. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. Bye.